that, guys. Vodka. So tasty. It's like mango juice and peach pear, LaCroix, and $9 vodka from Trader Joe's. Today's video is gonna be an anti-haul. Here we go again. Here we go again. All right. They can't stop. They just can't stop. They just can't stop, won't stop making stupid fucking products. If you haven't seen any of my anti-hauls previous to this one, I will leave a link to a playlist up in the card, and if you don't know what they are, where have you been living? Under a rock? They're the antithesis of hauls, telling you these are things that you don't need to buy because I don't need to buy them, I don't want them, these are the reasons why I don't want them. And so if you need some like encouragement to not buy shit, anti-hauls are your antidote. There you go. Let's get on to the products that I'm not gonna buy. Cool? Got it. The first product that I'm not going to buy is the Benefit Badgal Bang Volumizing Mascara. Now, I remember seeing like influencers be taken on a trip for this launch of like one mascara. Well, I'm not totally all for people taking people on trips, like brands spending money and taking influencers on trip. It's like, spend the money on making a good product. Like, what are you doing? But if it's like for a whole collection, I'll cut them some slack. If it's for like a bunch of stuff that they're launching, I'm like, all right, cool. They want to spoil the creators, okay? But when it's for one product, like a mascara, how can there be so much hype for a mascara? Like, it's a mascara. You can find $4 mascaras from Essence that probably do a better job than this 20-some odd dollar fucking mascara from Benefit. Like, I saw all of the hype about it and like all these YouTubers using it, and I'm like, it's a mascara. Woo! And it's like there was like a space theme, and it's like has this like weird astronaut suit material in it. I'm like, just fucking, does it curl my lashes? Does it make them dark? If it does those things, I don't need astronaut jizz in my mascara. I'm like, what? I don't even know what it is. It's stuff that's put in astronaut suits, in like NASA suits. Like, why? Sorry, Benefit, I don't need it and I'm not gonna buy it. Next, Urban Decay, just can't quit. Already fresh off the Kristen Leanne Confusing Acid Trip palette, now they've come out with the Disco Queen collection that's like a hollow powder and a like Disco Queen holographic highlighter stick. It's just the most random collection of things. It's like two things. It's just like, ooh, purple hollow, which is just like purple duochrome. Again, with the like things that are not holographic. Like, what? No. Urban Decay, like it was totally random. It was like 2 products I think that came out, maybe 3, that was just like there was no sort of like lead up to it. Like there wasn't like, oh, we're coming out with this. It was just like, oh, there's this thing that we have. It was like, what? When did, I don't need it and I'm not gonna buy it. Sorry, Urban Decay, I don't need it. Next, for the things that I couldn't get at Sephora or I couldn't put on my Sephora list, I like screenshotted things from websites, so I'm not even sure what is on this list anymore because I'm like, what did I put? Oh, okay. Now I remember. What's it even called? It's so boring. The next product that I'm not going to buy is the Make Every Moment Count cheek palette from Tarte. Yeah, let's have a 3-pan blush palette with the colors that are like virtually the same for, I mean, $32 for 3 blushes, it's not a bad price, but it's like, why put 3 that are like almost the same color when you could have 3 that are slightly different colors? But it's like all of this is just like pink beige, which is pretty much Tarte's like target demographic right now, and like all the colors that, like, there's nothing original coming out of Tarte's factory right now. Like, works for white girls. Cool. Like, Tarte was never my favorite brand, but they have gone so far downhill in the last 2 years. I'm like, who is your creative director? Who is doing this? They're not doing a good job. Because speaking of Tarte, this wonky ass shit. Speaking of the next thing that I'm not going to buy, the Tarte Be a Mermaid and Make Waves eyeshadow palette. First of all, that name is dumb as fuck.
Be a mermaid and make waves.
No shit, that's how they swim. But it's like, A, mermaids are out. B, the colors are boring. Like, it's just all like kind of rosy tone, rosy beigey nude shades, and then like a blue. Plenty of other brands have done that where they had kind of like a warm neutrals with like pop of blues and purples and greens, which has been like a thing since the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. But like this is so little so late that you're like, why would anybody be excited about this? Because it's the exact same thing that all these other brands have put out for the last year. Like it's so boring. Like it's so boring. And it's $42. Like the shapes are dumb and it's just dumb. Stop it. I don't need it and I'm not gonna buy it. On to my favorite brand to hate. Too Faced! Here we go again! You just can't stop, won't stop! Fuck you. I just talked about the festival palette from Juvia's Place in my favorites video, and I love it. I am not bothered by the festival name because I think it's in a different context. Like it's kind of like festival in like the sense of like African celebrations. Like I think that's kind of what the idea was. But this Too Faced Life's a Festival collection has just got me so confused and so angry because not only is it like Life's a Festival, but there's like unicorns and rainbows. It's like a festival of what? First of all, the highlighter sticks, the unicorn dick highlighter sticks are just ridiculous. It's like, okay, I'm okay with highlighter sticks, but they're literally shaped like penises. Unicorn dicks that you rub on your face. Like, who would make that swirly shape? Why would they decide that's an idea? I get that unicorn horns are kind of swirly sometimes, but like, when there's no point to it, I mean, like, come on, it looks like a dick. Stop it, Too Faced. Like, stop it. I hate you right now. And then they have this dumbass Life's a Festival palette, which is like all kind of like kitty colors. Like it looks like a palette you would get from Claire's. I mean, the colors are fine, but it's like, what? Like, what are they trying to do? It looks like they had a collection that was like unicorn and rainbows, right? And then it like got pushed back to the point where it was so close to Coachella that they were like, we need to add festival to the name to make people want to buy it. It's like Life's a Festival, but there's unicorns and rainbows. You just threw it all into it and none of it makes sense. If you're gonna have a rainbow palette, have a rainbow palette. That doesn't make any sense. Who would bring that to a music festival? Nobody would, and if they did, don't. Those two products made me mad, but this last one made me so angry that I had to post shit on Twitter about this because I was like, this is ridiculous. Okay, see if I can actually click on it because it's out of stock on Sephora.com. I've talked about the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. I love it. I love setting sprays that kind of leave that dewy finish. The Pixie Glow Mist, which isn't even a setting spray, it's just like a refreshing spray. I like those sprays, okay? I've been using Lush Aroma Water toner water for like 4.5 years. I love it. But Too Faced has come out with a setting spray. Is it even a setting spray? It's the Festival Refresh Spray. You know what you need to bring to festivals to refresh yourself? Fucking water. So not only are they like, it's packaged all glowy unicorn, all of the childish things that I'm not. $24 for a, this is what it says, a
cooling pearlescent face mist that sets and refreshes makeup for a flawless finish.
Okay, I can get behind that.
And ethereal festival vibe.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that even mean? Maybe they took some drugs and they're feeling ethereal and festival-y, like their vibe is somewhere else, but to use that as a marketing ploy for a fucking makeup refreshing mist is just stupid, because you know that all they're doing is trying to get these kids to buy this makeup to take with them to Coachella. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's like, that's what they're doing, and I'm not buying it. Unless this has sunscreen in it, I don't need to spray it on my face at a fucking festival. I don't need a $24 refreshing mist that gives me an ethereal vibe to spray on my face at Sasquatch. Why? Why? Too Faced, you are, like, I can't even take Too Faced seriously anymore. I can't take them seriously. I don't need it, and I'm not gonna buy it. One other thing that I want to include that I just saw today, actually, I recorded this video like a week ago, but KKW, Kim Kardashian, came out with a line of concealers, but it's 16 shades, so I'm sure she was so proud of the fact that she had 16 shades. They were like mostly shades of like ashy ass parchment, but the images that came out with for the swatches are so ridiculous. It's like the woman who was modeling the swatches is a very deep complexion, and we couldn't even see if any of the shades worked on her because her arm is twisted around. And it's like, I don't know what kind of art director approved that and what kind of photographer was like, no, this is good.
Why you always lying?
And I was looking on Twitter, seeing some of the criticisms and people being like, oh, well, most people need to like mix their shades together. And it's like, I don't have to mix my shades. The fact that people of darker complexion need to mix shades together is ridiculous. This was a pointless release, and it just is more insulting to the people out there that don't actually get their skin tone catered to. So I've never actually bought anything from any of the Kardashians or Jenners of any line, fashion, makeup, in any capacity, and I'm not fucking starting now. So I don't need it, and I'm not gonna buy it. Back to the regular video. And the last thing I'm not going to buy is something that I only recently found out about because it's brand new. Little backstory. I used to watch Tarte's videos all the time because I really liked her reviews. I really liked how kind of thorough she was. She wasn't really afraid of giving something a negative review. I liked her content. After a while, I got kind of sick of like the bragginess of it all. She's like, I bought this $100 face mask. Oh my God, so I can try it and show it on camera for you. It's like, it was when she made a video with Jeffree Star and people pointed out the shitty things that he said in the past and like the kind of shit human that he is, and she started blocking people on social media and just like not listening to anybody and being like, well, I know him in person and I know the real Jeffree. Don't like start blocking and deleting people's comments when they're bringing up like actual concerns and like saying that they're not happy that you're working with this person. And I don't know, like that to me got to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm done with Tarte. Like I don't support Jeffree Star. I don't want to support Jeffree Star, and anybody that is actively working with him and like excited to work with him, I'm like, no. That was a tangent that I didn't need to go on for that long. But Tarte's new vitamins. I wouldn't have heard about this if the internet hadn't blown up about it, but as she is somebody who reviews makeup on the regular, I would expect her to come out with like makeup products or skincare products because she uses skincare. She uses a lot of like fancy face masks and moisturizers. So naturally, I would think if Tarte's gonna come out with a brand of beauty stuff, it was going to be skincare or makeup. But she came out with like hair, skin, and nail vitamins. What? What? She uses extensive skincare, so selling and peddling vitamins is not good. Like, people are gonna have like a false sense of, oh, my skin can look like Tarte's if I buy this $40 bottle, 30-day supply of hair, skin, and nail vitamins. Excuse you? Maybe they have some sort of effect, but like it's kind of that same the moon dust bullshit thing where it was like, oh, you like spoon a little bit of this in your tea or your water for the day. The amount that you can get in a little like there's no way that it's worth that. Like there's no way. Like just put moisturizer on your face, stay hydrated, and eat your vegetables, for crying out loud. Like she's not a physician, she's not a health food specialist. That's not what she does. So why is she selling us health food products? I think it's bullshit and I don't need it and I'm not gonna buy it. No, no. You need to finish this. Okay, so that was all the products that I wanted to talk about in today's anti-haul. Let me know in the comments of any products that you are anti-hauling right now, that you don't need, that you've been hyped up for, and then you're like, no, I don't need that shit. Let me know in the comments because we're our own support group. We're our own support community to keep us from buying shit that we don't need. For today's song of the day, it is Oceanica by Fermin. Yes, Fermin, I think that's how you say it. Oceanica. Come on, vodka. Oceanica, not Oceanic Flight 816. We have to go back.
We have to go back!
I don't remember what the damn flight number on Lost was, but the song came on my Spotify the other day and I really, really like it. I believe it was actually on my Discover playlist for last week, so I was happy with that one. I actually saved it to my library. It was one of a few songs from that Discover playlist that I saved to my library. Yeah, you should follow me on Spotify if you haven't already, because I listen to a lot of shit. Check out my Patreon if you want access to like live streams and vlogs and blooper videos, as well as some other special stuff. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, that would be lovely. And then give this video a thumbs up if you love anti-hauls as much as I do, because I love them. I'll keep doing them if you guys keep wanting them. Honestly, they're one of my like most successful videos to date. Like if I look at my analytics, it's hilarious the amount of money I make from anti-hauls when I'm telling people to not buy stuff. I'm like, thanks algorithm, you the best. So yeah, I rambled on way too long in this video. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!